All right, let's take a look at a router. So you're traveling for quite a while and you're going to need maybe your own internet net. This is going to be a perfect way to actually take with you. This is actually not just a router, but it's actually carries a SIM card reader that you could connect this to your provider that provides you a SIM card. If you're traveling to another country, they do sell SIM cards that you could actually use for the system. Now, and they'll provide your own internet. Instead of purchasing other internet services or other providers, you could actually pay this by monthly or yearly. Depends on your local area and your providers. Now, the great thing about this thing is that you have four connections in here. Of course, one is going to be for the main line that's going to come in. So we see the WAM right here. We connect the main circuit. If you're going to use this as a router, you could use the existing connections that you currently have. The mesh button in here, the reset button. So if you're not familiar with your password or how to log into a system, you can always reset it. On the bottom, if you guys can see, here's the SIM cards that you have, right? 1 and 2. You have options for 2 SIM cards in the bottom. And of course, the DC power connection. So we're going to test this out, see how well the mesh works, and we're going to try to connect to the network on it. Right below it, which I'm not going to show you, you're actually going to find the password to log into the router if you want to make changes or you want to see who's on your actual mesh. This is a great way to do it. So let's go ahead and log into this system and power it up and see how well it works. All right, so I was able to log in. If you guys can see, the first time you're logging into the system, it's going to be admin, all right? So just remember that first time, you're always going to have admin. You have to create a password. So you log into the system. All right, we're going to take a look at the system through my laptop here, which you guys can see. So right now, I was able to download and update an application. It told me exactly how much bandwidth I was taking in here. So a lot of details get involved in here, and it tells you where the WAN connection is. You could disconnect users, you could connect users, you could control the bandwidth here. A lot of features are included in here. So we're going to go to network in here. On the network, you're going to see what computer is on right now so far. And right now it's giving you the MAC address and so forth, how many minutes has been on and so forth. Now, another great thing is that you could change this from DHCP to static. So you got, and then your 3G, you could enable 3G, you can enable 4G, 5G, you could disable it. There's a lot of applications you can do that. There's also a script here on the bottom that you can modify. Landline, DHCP, static router, terminal, and so forth. Let's go to Wi-Fi settings. On the Wi-Fi settings, this is one of my favorite things that you can manipulate and change in here. Now, on here right now, when you log in, you're going to be able to see 2 Wi-Fi connections. This one's actually the 2.4 hertz, and you're able to change and encrypt the name, change it to whatever you want if you don't want anybody to come into your domain. Advanced settings. A couple of firewalls you can turn off and on in case like you go to a hotel. Some of the firewalls you cannot have, especially if you're using VPNs. Some VPNs are tricky going around through firewalls, but most of them do enable firewalls. All right. Service and application. This is if you have any kind of cloud-sensitive connections and so forth that you can remote into the system. System management. And all these things are in here, firmware and so forth. System tools you can include, and you can actually add more diagnostics and so forth, like base station and so. So let's go back home here. It tells you only one system's connected so far. The CPU is being used by this connection that I have, transferring back and forth. But very simple, all the details on here. Like the router that you can take with you. You could have 4G, 5G on this system. Easy to use, and you can use it for your home router and replacement. Now everybody's using non-wire connectivity. This is a perfect way to do it. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.